watching BT Vancouver here on a Thursday. We're going to switch gears right now and talk sports because starting tomorrow, Vancouver's first all-female sports podcast set to debut. And right now we're going to talk to one of the ladies behind the Broadscast Podcast. Welcome to the show, Danielle Huntley.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, what was the idea? What was the genesis sort of for this podcast to get this going?
Yeah, so there's a group of 5 of us, and we had a little group chat on the side, and it was something we've been talking about actually for a few months, but nothing we were too serious about. And during the COVID break, there was a little bit of buzz on Twitter about hinting we should get together and start a podcast. So then we were like, all right, this is the time. Let's do it.
Do you think there's a real lack of female voices within sports coverage on social media?
Definitely, and especially in the Vancouver market. There's very little females, especially growing up too in Vancouver. We've noticed that there is very little females reporters in all of sports, especially hockey. So it's something we really are passionate about. So we decided to all band together and start a female podcast. Because often too, with hockey, they seem to cater to like a single female fan perspective. But with the 5 of us, we all bring something different because there isn't just a single female fan experience.
Very cool. Fresh perspective, solidarity together. We never thought we would be saying we're looking ahead to playoff games in the NHL at the end of July. But let's look ahead to the Canucks taking on the Wild. What were your thoughts on the game last night, how the team's looking, and their chances going into these playoffs?
Yeah, I thought the top 2 lines looked great last night. I mean, the first period was a little slow and they're getting back into things, but I feel like that they will be ready on Sunday and ready to go, especially the top line.
Okay, cool. And you like our chances against the Wild?
I do. I think they match up well against the Wild. I think Markstrom definitely has the upper hand in net over Stalock and Dubnyk. And I also think that the top line of the Canucks, the top 2 lines, definitely outweigh the Wild. The one area the Wild do have the upper hand is the defense, because the Canucks defense, they really have Hughes, Edler, and then a bunch of 4th and 5th pairing defenders.
Okay, we appreciate the insight there. That's very interesting. And let's talk about the culture of hockey fans. Do you think it sometimes is toxic these days?
Yeah, I do think it's toxic for sure. And especially being a female, I've experienced that myself, whether it's through, if I write an article on Canuck Army and people will come into my DMs and just say awful things, they'll question me. I notice too, sometimes when girls are intelligent, like on Twitter, we'll be accused of being men, acting as women, as if we can't be intelligent fans. And it's really unfortunate because we love hockey just the same as men do.
And as we close it out, how do you think the podcast starting tomorrow will help young women and girls who are interested in sports and possibly getting into sports journalism?
Yeah, I think it'll help them a lot. It'll just be nice to have females they can relate to and see us talking about hockey and just relate and think it's a normal thing and see different female perspectives, not just a singular perspective, which is really important to us because we are very diverse. And we do want to show people that, yeah, we love hockey too. We're just as fun. We're just as knowledgeable, and we love it.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks for coming on today. And our viewers can check out the Broadscast Podcast online, and you start tomorrow.
That's right. You can find us anywhere you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify. Just search the Broadscast.
Awesome. Danielle, thanks so much for your time. Have a great day.
You as well.
Okay, that's Danielle Huntley with the Broadscast Podcast. And coming up, we'll talk